Have you ever wondered how a company can fall from the pinnacle of global dominance, only to rise again, stronger and more influential than ever before? This isn't just a story about software. It's a saga of ambition, rivalry, near collapse, and a breathtaking comeback. It's the story of Microsoft, a journey that redefines what it means to adapt and to lead in an ever-changing world. Our story begins not in a sleek corporate tower, but in the humble city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, back in 1975. Two young friends, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, saw a future that few could imagine. They saw a world where a computer would sit on every desk and in every home. Their company's name, Microsoft, was a simple portmanteau of microcomputer and software, but their vision was anything but simple. It was the first spark in a revolution. The foundational piece that would help ignite the personal computer boom and set the stage for a digital world. These early years were filled with relentless work and a burning belief that software was the key to unlocking the true potential of hardware. It was a time of laying the groundwork, brick by painstaking brick, for an empire that was yet to be built. The dawn of the 1980s brought a moment that would forever alter the course of technology. In 1980, the corporate giant IBM, poised to enter the personal computer market, needed an operating system. They turned to the small, agile company from New Mexico. In a move of incredible foresight and business acumen, Microsoft didn't build an OS from scratch. Instead, they acquired the rights to a system called QDOS, or a quick and dirty operating system. They refined it, polished it, and rebranded it as MS-DOS. This single contract was the rocket fuel Microsoft needed. MS-DOS became the standard for IBM-compatible PCs, and with every computer sold, Microsoft's influence grew exponentially. But the text-based world of MS-DOS was just the beginning. The real dream was to make computing accessible and intuitive for everyone. In 1985, that dream began to take shape with the release of Windows 1.0. It was a bold, if clumsy, first step into the world of graphical user interfaces, replacing cryptic commands with clickable windows and icons. This move was a declaration of intent, a sign that Microsoft was not just a provider, but a visionary. The following year, in 1986, Microsoft went public. The IPO was a seismic event, instantly making Bill Gates the youngest self-made billionaire in the world and cementing the company's place at the forefront of the tech industry. It was a breakthrough decade, one that saw Microsoft transition from a small software developer into a burgeoning global power. The 1990s were the years of absolute conquest. If the 80s were the breakthrough, the 90s were the coronation. Microsoft wasn't just part of the PC revolution, it was the revolution. The release of Windows 3.0 in 1990, and more monumentally, Windows 95 in 1995, changed everything. Windows 95 was a cultural phenomenon. With its revolutionary start menu and taskbar, it made computers friendly, powerful, and essential. People lined up for blocks at midnight to buy a piece of software, a testament to its profound impact on daily life. Simultaneously, Microsoft was conquering the workplace. In 1989, they bundled their most powerful applications, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, into a single package called Microsoft Office. It was a masterstroke. The Office suite quickly became the undisputed standard for productivity, the essential toolkit for businesses, students, and professionals around the world. By the end of the decade, in 1999, Microsoft stood alone at the summit, the largest and most valuable technology company on the planet. Its dominance seemed unshakable, its future limitless. But as history teaches us, the view from the top can often obscure the storm clouds gathering on the horizon. As the new millennium dawned, the giant began to stumble. Steve Ballmora took the helm as CEO in 2000, inheriting an empire facing a new generation of nimble and innovative rivals. The very dominance that had defined Microsoft in the 90s now bred complacency. The internet was changing, and companies like Apple, with its sleek designs and integrated ecosystem, and Google, with its mastery of search and online services, were capturing the public's imagination. Microsoft's response often felt a step behind. Products like the Windows Vista operating system were met with criticism, seen as bloated and clunky compared to their competitors. The company that had once defined the cutting edge was now struggling to keep up, Yet even in this challenging period, the seeds of future success were being sown. Microsoft refused to be confined to the desktop. In 2001, it made a bold leap into a new arena with the launch of the Xbox, directly challenging Sony and Nintendo in the fiercely competitive video game industry. While the first Xbox was a costly venture, it laid the critical foundation for what would become a gaming powerhouse. And not all software launches were missteps. Windows XP, also released in 2001, became one of the most beloved and enduring operating systems in the company's history, a rock of stability for millions of users worldwide. This was a decade of struggle and diversification, a painful but necessary period of trial and error that forced Microsoft to look beyond its past glories and begin searching for a new identity. The 2010s marked the beginning of one of the most remarkable corporate turnarounds in modern history. The world was shifting decisively towards mobile devices and the cloud, and Microsoft was at risk of being left behind. Then, in 2014, a new leader stepped forward. Satya Nadella, a company insider with a quiet demeanor and a radical vision, took over as CEO. He immediately declared a new mantra: cloud first, mobile first. It was a profound strategic pivot, a move away from protecting the Windows empire at all costs and towards embracing a new, interconnected world. The centerpiece of this new strategy was Microsoft Azure. Once a distant second, Nadella poured resources and focus into the cloud platform, transforming it into a formidable competitor to Amazon Web Services. Azure's growth was explosive, becoming a massive engine of revenue and innovation. By 2022, it was generating an astonishing $44 billion, proving that Microsoft could not only compete, but lead in this new technological landscape. This cloud-centric vision was reflected in its software too. Windows 10, released in 2015, was designed to provide a seamless, unified experience across all devices, from PCs to tablets to phones. And under Nadella, Microsoft began to build bridges instead of walls, making strategic acquisitions that expanded its ecosystem. The purchase of LinkedIn in 2016 for over $26 billion and GitHub in 2018 brought the world's largest professional network and the heart of the open-source development community into the Microsoft family. This was a period of resurgence, driven by a cultural shift towards learning, collaboration, and a willingness to reinvent the very core of the company. As we entered the 2020s, Microsoft, under Nadella's transformative leadership, was no longer just a resurgent legacy company. It had solidified its position as a leader in the next wave of technology. The new frontier was artificial intelligence, and Microsoft moved with breathtaking speed and conviction. Its deep, strategic partnership with OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, was a game-changer. Instead of just observing the AI revolution, Microsoft placed itself at its very center. This powerful AI technology was rapidly integrated across Microsoft's entire product line. Azure AI offered developers powerful tools to build their own intelligent applications. Microsoft Teams became smarter, able to summarize meetings and translate conversations in real time. And the revolutionary Copilot Assistant was embedded directly into Microsoft 365, promising to fundamentally change how we work with documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. This aggressive push positioned Microsoft as a dominant force in the era of generative AI. The release of Windows 11 in 2021 further underscored this new direction. With a modern interface deeply integrated with cloud services and AI capabilities, the company that once sold software in a box had fully evolved. 365, growing stronger than ever as the go-to cloud-based productivity solution for a new generation of work. From a two-person startup in Albuquerque to a global behemoth, Microsoft's journey is a powerful testament to the cyclical nature of success and the importance of reinvention. It successfully navigated a seismic shift from a company built on traditional software to a multifaceted titan leading in cloud computing, AI, gaming, and enterprise software. Their mission: to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more, feels more relevant today than ever before. With a culture transformed, a strategy focused on relentless innovation, and a clear vision for the future, Microsoft stands at a new peak. Not as a ruler of a bygone era, but as a key architect of the technological revolution that is shaping our world. Right now and for years to come,